Hello, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com, using tarot to help you do the inner work, heal yourself and create the life that you truly want to live. So this is a week ahead tarot reading for the collective, divine masculines and divine feminines. Let's see what the guides want to tell us today. Just to let you know, I'm doing maybe one of these a week, I'm not sure yet, but meditation, a guided meditation every single week, and my podcast every single week as well. And there is also a new membership on my channel too, and that is for the ad-free meditations. So let's see, we've got threefold protection and delight. Okay, this has got the feeling of you being protected from something, and you'll notice that you're being protected from something. Something pops in my mind. Back when I used to live in Byron Bay, I used to go away. Me and my partner used to go away regularly, like for the weekend and stuff, to Brisbane or wherever. We used to go away. Anyway, every time we would do that, or every time there was a big hailstorm that would destroy people's cars and property, it was always when we were away, we used to dodge it every single time, so we never had any damage to the car. And it feels something like that. It feels like you're dodging something. You see, what's in our karma, there's a way of protecting us from that. You might not know that that's what you're doing. You might not know that that's why you've booked to go away that night, or you suddenly feel like going somewhere else, or whatever it is, But yeah, once you do realize, I'm being protected here, that's going to delight you. So it could be anything that shows up, it might not be a weather event, but it could just be anything, you dodge something. You're being protected. Stuff's happening to other people and it's not happening to you. What else have we got? We've got nature and a threshold. So I'm just getting a bit of anxiety feeling with this nature card, because nature is the antidote to that, right? So get out into nature if you start to feel anxiety this week. Threshold. You might feel like change is about to happen. You're on the threshold of something. You might not know what that something is yet, but you can just feel it in the air. When we feel change in the air, often for me, it's a certain quality of the wind that blows. Not every windy day do I think there's change in the air, but certain windy days, I think, I can feel it. I can feel changes coming. You might be feeling that this week. That things are about to change. We've got so much change this year anyway, and I think we will have for a couple more years now too. Persevere. It comes out every week, doesn't it? Persevere and breathe. There we go. There's that anxiety thing again. So persevere, keep on going. You're going to be okay. Breathe through it. Breathe through it. And especially with this threefold protection and delight card coming out as well. If you're shown that you are being taken care of, you might not be getting your wishes manifest at the moment, because the collective manifestations that we've got, the world is a manifestation of all of us together, right? And as individually, we can't necessarily manifest the perfect world that we'd want for ourselves, right? Because of the collective effect. However, in that collective, based on our own vibration, it gives us the experiences within that collective. In other words, when certain things go wrong, if your vibration is different than that, if that's not in your karma, then you're going to miss it somehow, right? And so this is why we shouldn't get too caught up in what's going on in the world, and noticing and looking what's happening to other people on social media or on the news or whatever. We can't trust anything anymore anyway because of AI. We can't trust what we see anymore, so it's better to just not look. I noticed this morning on social media that I seem to have missed something big that went down yesterday. But, I was in my happy little world recording a morning healing meditation, and I had a great day yesterday. And I was surprised when I looked at social media this morning, but I don't want to know. I didn't want to go even deeper into it, and because that stuff, it isn't concerning me. And so just be careful of not getting yourself caught up in what is happening to other people. Stay in your own lane, right? And that might feel like putting your head in the sand. I think putting your head in the sand is probably a good thing to do at the moment. We've got the Ace of Wands, so something new could be starting off, something exciting, something that you're going to be doing. Wands energy is a lot of like action. Might feel inspired in some kind of way. Next up, we've got the Eight of Wands. Could be a lot of action this week. The Eight of Wands is about having direction. It's about having purpose. You might be talking to someone directly about that as well, about your purpose and what it is that you do. And then we've got the Tower, something falling apart. The Tower cards must be getting a little bit worn this year for all the tarot readers because it's coming out so much. Ace of Wands. What's this Ace of Wands energy, please? The Emperor. Okay. And so the Emperor energy is the divine masculine. It is about taking control of things. The Emperor steps up and takes the lead in some kind of a way. So you might be taking a leadership position in something, doing something, you're taking action on something. It could be the start of a new exciting project or something you're getting inspiration about. It's a big change as well. Now, I don't know if you've been watching my little shorts, my little reels each day, almost every day. There was one recently that was about abundance and it changing, meaning what people are needing right now is changing. It's different than what people needed previously. And so whatever you've been doing, whatever services you've been providing to people or the things that you've been making for people, it might be worth you looking at or just thinking about what do people need now, right? Because the world has changed considerably and it's going to continue to change considerably. It's just because this Death card, you know, it's significant change when this Death card comes up. Usually as a tarot reader, I'd say things like births, deaths, marriages, divorces, you know, that kind of thing when the Death card comes out. But it could also be fall of the patriarchy, fall of the financial systems, you know, with this year. So you might be seeing an opportunity to help people and a new project and you taking the lead in that and it being considerable change, not just for you, but a change in perhaps what your customers or those you're here to help have needed or want and need at the moment. And so you're changing to cater for these changing times. What's behind that is it's all good. It's all good. Now, another message, especially for those of you that have been persisting in something that used to work for you, perhaps for many years, it might not work for you anymore. And so it's a good time to shift. So if you're not in these energies, it might be worth thinking of these energies. You know, what can I do now? What do people most need now? How can I be of service to more people? That kind of thing. Ask those questions, not just of yourself in your own mind. Ask those questions and let your higher self show you, inspire you to do something new, because this energy is there. The Eight of Wands. So you might have a new direction to go in this week. And there was also that message that you might be telling someone about what you can do, what it is that you do, what you can do, your talents, your gifts, and all of that kind of thing. Temperance, Ace of Emotions, and the Three of Emotions. Okay, so temperance is like biding your time, tempering yourself, not getting too excited about it. Ace of Emotions, the start of something that you'd love. And Three of Emotions, this is around other people as well, concerning other people, like your tribe or a friendship group or a group of colleagues, or it could even be a new customer base or something like that. Eight of Wands, so you might be telling people what you do. Ace of Emotions is start of a new good feelings or falling in love. It could be that too. It doesn't feel like it with these cards there. And Temperance, it's like you're going to have to wait for it, but there's an undercurrent of something. So let me say that again. Eight of Wands, I was getting this strong message. You've got purpose. And you might be telling people about what you do, but you'll need to bide your time with that. It's the start of something you'll love in a tribe that you'll love. So it feels like you're planting seeds with certain people, with a group of people at the moment. And that is going to benefit you in the future. That might be what this threshold card is about as well. Teaching. So it could be you teaching, something that you've learned, something that you're teaching. It'll all come together, you'll see. Now let's see what this Tower card is about. The Tower is about the universe pushing us into something because we haven't been noticing the signs, or it's about a shock, a surprise, something breaking down. So we've got the Five of Emotions. The Five of Emotions in this deck is about defrosting your heart after it's been closed. So something that opens your heart up. The Four of Voices is the start of a healing process. It can be about rest and relaxation as well. And so there might be an element of that, because I was picking up on the anxiety coming through. So there might be a new process, a new thing that you learn about anyway, that helps with your anxiety as things fall apart. And you got the High Priestess here, which is about intuition as well. So there's a bit of a heart opening here, and it's based on things that are falling apart. Now that sounds like good news to me, because there's a lot of things that do need to fall apart, that are falling apart at the moment in the world, you know. A lot of things like patriarchy, capitalism, you know, there's just so many things that were unsustainable and bad for the majority of people, and they do need to fall apart. However, while they fall apart, it's also the structures that we've been reliant on, right, that are falling apart. So there's that sense of anxiety, like what's on the other side of this, going along with it. Anyway, it does feel like you might be coming across something that helps you with that anxiety and instigates a healing that opens your heart. It's interesting, isn't it, as these societal things fall apart, how that will have a heart-opening effect on us all. Because these systems are kind of gradually brought in, and they might benefit us in the first place, and then it slowly changes so that it's taking for us and bad for us, right? I could give a lot of examples with that, but pretty much all of the social media things that we've been using online, they used to serve us, right? They used to be so that we could get in touch with people, and then it changed over time so that it wasn't about serving us anymore. It was about them making money. And now you see a lot of stuff that you don't even want to see. You never want to see, because it impacts us negatively, right? And we don't get to see from our friends anymore. So that's just one example. And so as these things fall away, it has this heart-opening effect. So something that you might have thought you might have relied on, and you thought it was benefiting you, you might have not noticed how it's not benefiting you anymore, and it's actually worse for you. And as it falls away, there's that anxiety of like, I want this, I want to keep this. And then once it's gone, or as it's crumbling, you realize, oh, it's actually much better. Now it's not there anymore. What's behind that, please? It's on the floor, and it's omens. Omens. So there's been signs about this. You've had signs about this too. Signs about it actually being better for you. It actually being a heart opening for you. The more we can distance ourselves from these negative things that we've been relying on, the better. And all of them play on convenience, that it's more convenient to do that than to do the more inconvenient thing of sourcing whatever it is, whatever little benefit that we get from whatever it is ourselves, that's less convenient. And so they know that, and that keeps us locked in these things that aren't good for us, right? So you could have had signs that it was actually detrimental to you. And yeah, I think we might be surprised at how much better we feel when everything is broken up. What about love? What have we got going on in romance? We've got passion. A magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you at present. Enjoy it. Okay. What else have we got? That was fast. Go for it, says the new moon in Aries, and keep your heart open. Keep your heart open. Go for it. You're seductive at the moment. Let's get some more cards out. So yeah, this is good juju for anyone crazy enough. So once again, in a relationship at the moment, got regret and flirt. Oh, okay, there you go. So you might regret flirting with someone, There could be a situation where you are, perhaps you're not even flirting, but they might take it that way. Yeah, being friendly and it being taken the wrong way, and then you regret that. We've also got romance and maturity as well. So maturity doesn't necessarily mean somebody older than you, but it might mean, you know, someone that's just emotionally mature. So there could be a romance starting there. If these two are tied together, we're getting the flirt. It could be that someone thought you were flirting with them, someone that knows this more mature love, mature emotional, you know, state there, person. So there could just be some complications there. Jealousy as well, I'm just picking up on. So it might not be that you flirted with anyone, but they just might have done that in their own head and thought that because they had thought a certain way about you, that you were somehow in on that. It doesn't feel like you were at all. So we've got romance here as well, and fear of commitment and a mistake. Okay, fear of commitment because of mistakes made in the past. So you might be pulling back from that. So you might be welcoming the romance in, but it's like a double-edged sword, and you're a bit wary of it too. Especially if there's added complications of a third wheel going on here that thinks they've got something with you when they don't. It's just in their mind. Okay. Let's get some more cards out. So, complicated romance. If romance at all. Okay. What else have we got today? Not today. For this week ahead. For the collective, we've got a purse. Pay attention to your finances. Don't be overspending. Try and save some if you can. We've got a door. Opportunities are waiting for you. Feels like there is a lead into new things coming here. We've got a ring. A marriage will take place, either romantic or business. We've got a barrel. You feel something is lacking in your life, perhaps love, money, or goods. Might be feeling that lack going on at the moment. Pale, time to get out of a situation. We've got a rooster, an arrogant, boastful person you should not cross. Now that might have something to do with that romance thing, the one that thinks they've been flirting with you. You might need to withdraw yourself from a situation around that person. We've got a bat, take care, enemies are working against you. Now, as things are falling apart as well, your threefold protection, you're utilizing in that. Other people will not be protected depending on their karma, right? And so there could be some antagonism with those that just seem to, you know, be getting the good luck at the moment. So I'm just picking that up from that take care, enemies are working against you. And we've got dagger, fear, worries, tense situations. So there is an anxious time going on at the moment this week. So just be aware of that. Perhaps shield yourself away from those people that, you know are in that kind of an energy. Well, we'll see. How best to deal with these energies this week, please? That's what I'd say. Just like, protect yourself more. Lay low a little bit. Be careful who you tell your good fortune to, because it might backfire on you. So the card for the week is the Page of Swords. I love this card in this deck because the pages is about the start of something. And the swords are about thoughts, and it's about knowledge. And you can see he's starting something there, but he's not on the ground anymore. He stood on a pile of books, so he's got fresh perspective based on everything that he's been through and everything that he's learned. And so you're starting something. There's a major shift here in perhaps your job, your career, how you're serving people, taking the lead in something, but you're not starting again, even though it might feel like it, because of the wisdom that you've gained with everything that you've done before. There's also a message this morning as well that I got in my meditation that was about manifestations, the big manifestations, the fated manifestations taking long, even though you're like getting the smaller manifestations instantly, like within seconds. And so you're aligned. Those bigger fated manifestations are taking a long time because what we're asking for when we're doing the work and when we are aligned is beyond what is available in our current environment. So we're kind of pushing the asks for the collective consciousness forward, asking for better than we've had before, better than is really available at the moment in our immediate environment. And that's why it's taken so long. And so I'm getting that is also in play this week too, of that you're ready for much more, and it's kind of slow going because everyone else has got to catch up, right? We're doing it for the collective at the moment. No one is left behind is what the guides keep on saying to me. And so this is a major change that is going on this planet at the moment, and we've just got to keep on going with it and disregarding in a way those personal things that we want, because we could waste our time doing that, constantly trying to manifest the things that we want. And the guides are saying that that's a bit of a waste of an energy at the moment, because you have already asked for that stuff and that the changes are already happening, and now we just need to keep calm and carry on, really, right? And following our intuition and our guidance and starting those things while the changes are going on, noticing what people want and need now, and then shifting what we're giving because of that. And that's why I'm doing my weekly guided meditations. I've done meditations, I used to do live meditations on this channel before, and I stopped for a while, but now I'm putting more put together guided meditations here. You'll find a playlist on this channel. Click that subscribe button. You'll find a playlist on this channel of my meditations, and there is another playlist which is ad-free meditations for the members of this channel. There's 2 memberships on this channel. There's I can't remember what I call them now. Something and luminaries. The luminaries level, I've put them at the cheapest that they can be. That gives you the ad-free meditation. So check that out on my channel. It is much cheaper than the YouTube premium. So I've made it so it's the cheapest it can possibly be for those levels. So do check that out if you're interested in those. There's currently a sleep meditation up there, amongst others. But the new meditations is a sleep meditation, and coming this week is a morning healing meditation, and then next week it will be an inner child healing meditation. So do click that subscribe button, because I feel that that's what people need now, really needing help to calm themselves, to relieve anxiety. And so these meditations, you can join the membership, get them ad-free, and then listen to them every morning, every night, and whenever you're feeling anxiety or you need any of that help. So if you've got any suggestions for a meditation that you'd like, let me know in the comments below and I can make that. I'll be putting one of those out Tuesday evening for me, which might be Tuesday morning for you, every week. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click like before you click off down there. Click that subscribe button if you're new. You can join my free class on my website there. Book yourself in for a reading, energy healing, or anything else on my website on behealing.com. Have a fantastic week, and I will see you next time. Bye.